for the next topic, we have elastomers. So elastomers is a type of polymer. So what is elastomers? Elastomer is a type of polymer that exhibits rubber-like elasticity. It is made up of long chains of monomers with cross-links that join them together, giving the material its elastic properties. Elastomer can stretch too many times, their original length will return to their original shape when the stress is removed. So it is made up of long chains of monomers. So what is monomers? So a monomers is a molecule that can be bonded with other identical molecules that form a polymer. So with that, through monomers and crosslinks, mo nang makahatag siya og elastic properties. Then there are two types of elastomers. So the first type is the saturated elastomer and the unsaturated elastomers. So saturated elastomers can cure sulfur vulcanization process. So unsa man ang sulfur vulcanization process? So it is a chemical process of converting natural rubber or related polymers into materials of varying hardness, elasticity, and mechanical durability by heating them with a sulfur or sulfur-containing compounds. So of saturated elastomer is the polyacrylic rubber and the silicone rubber. So the polyacrylic rubber is a synthetic elastomer composed of acrylic monomers. These are usually prepared by emulsion or suspension of polymerization. So for the silicone rubber, it is frequently used for many applications across many different industries. So ang silicone is na. Then kay ang silicone is an element. So while the silicone is a polymer that contains silicone.
Kanang magamit sa mga tutoy.
Or kanang
para sa tutoy, silicone.
Then, for the unsaturated elastomers, they can be cured with the sulfur vulcanization process. So, example of unsaturated elastomer is the butyl rubber and the natural polyisoprene. So, butyl rubber is a synthetic rubber produced by copolymerizing isobutylene with small amounts of isoprene. And the natural polyisoprene is a polymer of isoprene, which is the main chemical component of natural rubber. It may be a resilient elastic polymer like natural rubber and the isoprene depending on its molecular structure. So for the materials and its structure. So elastomers are a type of polymer. So it is made up of long chains of monomers that contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and sometimes silicon. So can be described as a network of long, flexible polymers chains with cross-links that hold them together. So the specific arrangement of type of cross-links as well as the presence of additives and fillers will affect the properties of the elastomers. So cross-linking is the process of creating chemical bridges between polymer chains, which helps to prevent the chain from sliding past each other and increases the strength and the elasticity of the material. So sulfur vulcanization is a common method of cross-linking used for unsaturated rubbers such as natural rubber and SBR. So SBR is styrene butadiene rubber. So in addition of cross-linking agents, elastomers may also contain additives and fillers. So for the examples and application.
The examples and application of the polymer elastomer. So the natural rubber is a type of elastomer, hydrocarbon polymer, an organic compound, and isoprene polymer derived directly from nature. So it is obtained from natural rubber tree, which is the para rubber tree that contain natural white and soft-like substance called latex. So ang process ani para makuha ang latex kay naay ka ng organic tree nga kanang ilang samaran tas abutan di para rubber tree
Ang mga natural rubber.
So, natural rubber tree consists of loosely joined, tangled isoprene monomers that can be pulled apart and altered but will still revert to their original shape when the pores is removed. So, examples ani kay kanang used in the automotive industry and in the manufacture of medical tubes, balloons, and adhesive. So, will still revert to their original shape when the force is removed. So, kabantay mo ng balloon if kanang inyong i-stretch, di ba kanang dili siya kanang madali o kanang ka-deform. Una, ang ginagamit sa natural rubber tree, abbreviated as PU, broad term that encompasses a large of polymers known for their versatility and resilience. So, there are two major types of polyurethane or the PU, which is the foam and the solid. So, polyurethane has excellent abrasion resistance, also have decent resistance to be attracted by oil, petrol, and many common solvents. So, these are used in the textile industry for manufacturing elastic clothing like lycra. So, ang ubang example po ani sa polyurethane is the printing rollers, industrial off-road tires, press-on tires of the skateboard wheels. So, next is the polybutadiene. So, a synthetic rubber that is one of the highest volume elastomer produced globally. So, built up by chemically linking multiple molecules of butadiene to form giant molecules of polymer. So, it has high resistance abrasion, low heat build up, and resistance to cracking. So, sample ani kay kuan, mga ligid, golf balls, footwear, hose pipes, or floor covering. So, kabantay mo anang sa kanang bola sa golf isa kung saan o kanang hagpa kanang bunal kay dili ka kanang tumbuak. So, silicone are a type of synthetic polymer, a material made of smaller repeating chemical units called monomers that are bonded together in long chains. So, silicone are a type of synthetic polymer, a material made of smaller repeating chemical units called monomers that are bonded together in a long chain. So, silicone contains of silicon oxygen backbone with side chains consisting of hydrogen and hydrocarbon groups attached to the silicon atom. So, ang silicon is a highly stable, binding together more strongly than the carbon bonds present in many other polymers. So, naay mga types sa silicon, mo tong giingon ni Apple nga kanang para sa tutoy na taning silicone fluids, silicone gels, silicone elastomer, o silicone resins. So, the last is the neoprene. So, it's an elastic polymer made of polymerized chloroprene. This is synthetic rubber is made up of long chains of chloroprene monomers. So, composed carbon, hydrogen, and chlorine, which is cross-linked to give neoprene desirable properties. So, these are used in the manufacture of wetsuits and in the industrial belts. So, naani ang katong makita ninyo nga mga pang-swimming galing nga kanang mga koan like katong para sa for free diving bitaw nga kabantay mo sa gisuot ni Kuya James A nga kanang perting bagaang nga kanang
Okay.
mao na siya neoprene. So, what are elastomers application? They play an essential and ubiquitous role in day-to-day life due to their elasticity, flexibility, insolubility, and lack many prominent features. Some of their applications are listed below. So, katunggingon ako nga mga ligid, motor vehicles, consumer products, constructions, industrial products, wire and cable, and medical products. So, following are the properties of elastomers. So, properties of elastomers kay naani ang mechanical properties, thermal properties, chemical resistance, economical properties, socio-ecological properties of the mechanical properties. So, temperature. The specific of working temperature of elastomers vary depending on the factors like media compatibility, seal design, and dynamic and static operation. So, temperature na ni siya diri sa thermal properties. Hardness. The measurement of the material's resistance towards the deforming force for a defined length of time is done by measuring the hardness. It differs from material to material. The soft compounds deform easily and have high friction, while the harder compounds have high resistance and low friction. So, ano ni siya mabutang, ang hardness mabutang sa mechanical properties. Next, aging. This property helps to understand the behavior of a material when exposed to heat. If the elastomers are pushed beyond their aging resistance, they will suffer from hardening, cracking, and splitting. Next, the color. Coloring is used mainly to differentiate between the compound grades based on their usage. Elongation and break. So this property is used for testing the moment of rupture when the material is under tensile stress. So ani na nabutang to sa mechanical gapon. So mao ni siya ang natural rubber, polyurethane, polybutadiene, silicone, and neoprene.